Welcome to Funny Thailand News. Now, if you're anything like me, your knowledge of Thailand probably extends to delicious pad Thai and that one beach Leonardo DiCaprio went to in that movie. But oh no, my friends, Thailand is so much weirder and wilder than that. We're talking about a country where the taxis are rainbow-colored, monkeys get their own all-you-can-eat buffets, and the national sport during a certain festival is essentially a water balloon fight on steroids. So buckle up, because we're about to take a deep dive into the land of smiles. And trust me, some of these facts might just make your smile a little strained. First up, we're shrinking ourselves down to the size of, well, the world's smallest mammal, which just so happens to reside in Thailand. I'm talking about the bumblebee bat, a creature so tiny it makes a grain of rice look like a Thanksgiving turkey. Seriously, these guys are absolutely minuscule, weighing less than a dime and measuring about an inch long. That's like smaller than some people's attention spans, am I right? I mean, look at this thing, it's adorable. I just want to put it in a tiny little teacup and feed it microscopic flies. Next, let's hail a ride because Thailand is famous for its taxis. And no, I'm not talking about their ability to navigate rush hour traffic. I'm talking about the eye-popping rainbow of colors they come in. Forget your boring yellow cabs in Thailand. You can choose from bright pinks, electric greens, sunshine yellows. Basically, if you can find it in a box of crayons, you can probably find it on a taxi. I like to imagine there's a whole system for this. Like green means the driver's a morning person, pink means they blast disco music, and orange, well, orange probably just means they really like oranges. Now let's talk about ghosts, because apparently Thailand's got them in spades. And I'm not talking about your friendly Casper the Ghost kind of ghosts. We're talking about spirits that can supposedly cause all sorts of mischief. But fear not, because the Thai people have come up with some, shall we say, creative ways to ward them off. We're talking tiny spirit houses outside homes, offerings of food and drinks, and even little red phallic amulets, because nothing says go away, ghost like a miniature. Well, you get the picture. And speaking of things that might make a ghost soggy, let's talk about Songkran, the Thai New Year's festival. Now forget your noisemakers and party hats, because this celebration involves a nationwide water fight of epic proportions. Imagine millions of people armed with water guns, buckets, hoses, anything that can hold water, really, taking to the streets and drenching each other. It's utter chaos. It's unbelievably fun, and it's probably the only time you can get away with soaking your boss with a super soaker. Alright, next up we're heading to a very special feast, the Monkey Buffet Festival. Yes, you heard that right. Once a year, the town of Lopburi throws a giant buffet for monkeys. We're talking mountains of fruit, vegetables, even sticky rice, all laid out for the town's resident macaques to enjoy. It's a sight to behold and probably a nightmare to clean up afterwards. But hey, who are we to judge a monkey's appetite? Now, if you're ever lucky enough to visit a Thai home, don't be surprised if you encounter a few roommates. And by roommates, I mean geckos. These little lizards are everywhere in Thailand, and I mean everywhere. They're on the walls, the ceilings, maybe even hiding in your shoes. But don't worry, they're mostly harmless and actually pretty useful for keeping the insect population down. Plus, who needs a boring old houseplant when you can have a gecko staring at you from the wall? It's like having a tiny, scaly pet that never needs feeding. Next up, we're entering the glamorous world of elephant beauty pageants. Yes, you heard that right. In Thailand, elephants get the beauty queen treatment, complete with elaborate costumes, headdresses, and even a bit of makeup. Now, I'm not quite sure what the judging criteria is for Miss Congeniality Elephant, but I'm guessing it involves a lot of trunk waving, ear flapping, and maybe a well-timed trumpet or two. And because why not? Let's talk about Christmas. Now, Thailand might not be the first place that springs to mind when you think of Christmas, but they do love a good holiday display. In fact, Bangkok is home to what was once the tallest Christmas tree in the world. Now, this wasn't your average pine tree adorned with tinsel and baubles. We're talking a massive structure made entirely of LED lights, towering over the city like a futuristic, festive skyscraper. Now, for a bit of history, let's talk about the bridge on the river Kwai, a site of historical significance from World War II. But be warned, if you're ever in Thailand and you hear someone confidently pronounce it as Kwai, just smile politely and resist the urge to correct them. Because apparently, the actual pronunciation is closer to Kwai, but try telling that to a busload of tourists. It's like trying to convince a toddler that broccoli is delicious. And finally, we end our journey with the most infamous fruit in Southeast Asia, the durian. Now, this spiky, pungent fruit is not for the faint of heart. Its smell has been compared to everything from gym socks to sewage, and its taste? Well, let's just say it's an acquired one. But here's the thing about durian. People are either obsessed with it or repulsed by it. There's no in-between. It's like the cilantro of the fruit world. And trust me, once you've smelled a durian, you'll never forget it. So there you have it. 10 shocking, bizarre, and undeniably entertaining facts about Thailand. Did we miss any of your favorites? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and want to see more funny content. For more wacky and wonderful news from Thailand and beyond, be sure to subscribe to Funny Thailand News. We'll be back soon with more hilarious insights into the land of smiles. Until then, stay curious, stay laughing, and most importantly, stay away from those durian fruits unless you're really, really sure you're ready.